Hi guys and welcome back to a new video. In today's video I will be talking about patch 11.2 and in particular I want to talk about the new raid, the Manaforge Omega, and about the new Renown track that we will be able to get with this new raid. So this is very similar to the one for the Liberation of Undermine. The only difference is that this one has only 15 different Renowns when the one from the Liberation of Undermine had 20. But then the rest is very similar with the same type of abilities you will be able to unlock, same type of rewards and everything that you were able to get through the one for the Liberation of Undermine. So first, as you can see at Renown 1, you will be able to basically start gaining the Renown with the Manaforge Vandals, which is again this new Renown track right here. And then also the vendors and auctioneer are now available at Shadow Point, and Shadow Point is basically this part right here just in front of the entrance of the raid. So the auctioneer, I'm not exactly sure which one it will be right now. There's not really one that allows you to have that. So probably this is something that will be available at some point, but at least right now on the PTR, I'm not really seeing any auctioneers available. But apparently you will be able to get one in front of the raid, which I think is very useful. Then at Renown 2, you will be able to unlock the Head Hunting Lumitar. So here when you're defeating Lumitar, which is one of the bosses inside of the raid, you will be able to get some spool of Loombeast Silk. And so you will also be able after that to get some extra ones when defeating this boss. Again, here as you can see, this is the second boss right here. And these different spools are things you will be able to use at this vendor, and as you can see, you will basically be able to buy the different appearances for all the different cloaks for your specific class. So I'm not really sure why they decided to do that, but basically you can just buy all the cloaks from your different tier sets, but they're still class specific. So I'm really not sure what's the point, because you're probably not really going to use the cloak if you don't have the rest of the set, and this is just something that's overall, I think doesn't really make a lot of sense, but that's what you will be able to buy through this vendor. Hopefully they will also add more things, because I think if it's only the cloaks from your specific class set, it doesn't really make sense. If for instance as a warrior I was able to buy any of them and for instance buy the really cool ones from the preset, let's say, then I think it would make sense. But again, here as you can see, these are still class specific. Even though when you have these, it doesn't really say like specific to priest, but who knows. After that, at Renown 3, you will be able to unlock the Manaforge Hacking. So here you will gain access to arcane flow control for the cultivation chambers and the Unbound Vault, allowing you to weaken non-boss enemies nearby. And the Speed Siphoner 1, siphon the essence of non-boss enemies you defeat, increasing your movement speed by 15% for a short duration afterwards. So basically, this one will allow you to kill trash mobs a little bit more easily and also to gain some speed buff when you kill the mobs. Then at Renown 4, you will have the Behind Enemy Lines 1. While inside Manaforge Omega, your Warband's damage and healing is increased by 3%. And then the Bell's Toll, so speak to Xoturu at Shadow Point to be issued a Shadow Guard Translocator, which projects your soul to Shadow Point when used inside Manaforge Omega. The magic lingers only briefly before forcibly ripping your soul back through the portal. So here again, it's very hard to guess exactly what it will do, but I think it will allow you to briefly just go to Shadow Point as again this projected soul, and you will probably be able to, for instance, sell things on the auction house or repair or do anything else, and then just transport you back to the raid where you are. Again, we'll have to wait exactly to see what exactly it will do. After that, at Renown 5, there is Papers, Please. After defeating Nexus King Shaldazar, Xoturu at Shadow Point will help you forge Shadow Guard credentials. This will allow entry to the docks beneath Manaforge Omega, allowing you to begin your assault further inside. So here again, it probably means that basically after you defeat this guy, you will be able to start probably a little bit later in the raid, or even maybe just directly with him, which I think is pretty cool. It means that then you will only be able to do this one and the last boss. So this is basically just a raid skip, and I think this is very useful. Then at Renown 6, we have the Attune to Aether. Speak to Xoropo at Shadow Point to further enhance your resonance with the Reshi, increasing the effectiveness of your enhancement and mana holes while inside Manaforge Omega. So again, something that will help you to become more powerful. And then Shroud and Prod. The secondary stats of your Reshi wraps are increased while inside Manaforge Omega. So here, just as a reminder, the Reshi wraps is this new artifact cloak that everyone will be able to get, and this is basically going to be essential for this new raid. You won't be able to really complete the raid without having that with you. And so this Renown will help you to have this cloak become even more useful. And so definitely something that I think will be very, very important if you are trying to become good at raiding with this new raid. Then at Renown 7, so we have behind enemy lines 2, where you have your increased damage and healing by 6% this time. And then Manaforge Hacking 2, so again here extends Arcane Flow control access to the Technomancer Terrace, allowing you to weaken non-boss enemies nearby. So another way to have these different trash mobs a little bit more easy to kill. After that, at Renown 8, we have quite a lot of different things. So first, we have the Tools of the Trade Secrets. Koropo at Shadow Point will bestow upon your new Enchanting, Engineering, and Inscription recipes. So basically, you will be able to buy some new recipes from the vendor. Then the Manaforge Instruments. Forgeweaver Araz now has a chance to drop Manaforge Instruments, a region necessary to craft Manaforge-related recipes. So probably something that will be very useful for crafters, and it might be a good gold making opportunity as well. And then a curious companion, Zoya, the 30th Perkin at Shadow Point, has warmed up to you and wishes to follow you. So basically you will be able to get one of these different little cats, and this is probably a new pet you will be able to learn. And finally we have the Glide or Die. You may obtain the Vandal's Gearglider from Bachozo at Shadow Point, and this is a mount. And so this mount is this Gearglider right here. This is honestly very similar to the ones we already got from Tazavesh, so I wish they had a better color for them because I feel like we already got this blue tint. Then at Renown Night, after defeating the Soul Hunters, you will be able to get some Soulforge Augment Runes and Void Touch Augment Runes, which do not expire on death. And you will also have a chance now to drop 3 additional Soulforge Augment Runes when defeated. And so as you can see, these are these different Augment Runes right here. So you have this one that will increase your primary stat by 733 for 1 hour. Again, it persists through death. And then this Overwhelm that also increase your primary stat by 733. So these are definitely going to be very useful. And also the one thing that is very interesting is that right now in the PTR, apparently these are selling for 20,000 gold. So if that's the case, then these are going to be really good for raw gold as well. After that, at Renown 10, you have behind the enemy lines 3. Again, here you will get 3% more of increased damage and healing up to 9%. And then the Speed Siphoner 2. So upgrade the power of your Speed Siphoner, increasing your movement speeds by 45% for a short duration after defeating non-boss enemies. So any trash mob, you will get 45% speed increase. Then Renown 11, we have the Manaforge Hacking 3. So here extends Arcane Flow control access to the Shadow Docks, allowing you to weaken non-boss enemies. So again, something that will allow you to kill the trash mobs a little bit more easier. And then you also have the Head Hunting Horrors of the Forge. Elite Lieutenant enemies inside Manaforge Omega now have a chance to drop Warband items when defeated each week. So basically, you will have a chance at getting some of these Warband items, which I think is pretty good. Very similar to the World Boss in Undermine. So I think this is something that will be very useful, especially if you have a bunch of alts and you want to gear them up at the same time. Then at Renown 12, we have the Head Hunting Nexus King Shalazar. Defeating Shalazar will give you an Ethereal Essence Silver, which can be traded for a cosmetic appearance of your choice at Shadow Point. Again, here, we don't really have this available yet, so probably we will be able to see later on what will be these different cosmetic items, and most likely it will be all the different weapons appearances from the raid. Then we also have the Heavy is the Crown. Nexus King Shaldar has a chance to drop additional Ethereal Essences. silvers when defeated, so very similar to the situation in the Liberation of Undermine raid. Then at Renown 13, we have Behind Enemy Lines 4. So again here, 3% more of increased damage and healing, up to 12%. And then Looker Gas Crash Jr. So normally here you will be able to obtain this pet. And so this pet is this one right here. And as you can see, it's pretty cute. And so this is a little pet you will be able to get, which I think is overall nice. Then after that, we have Renown 14. So here you have the Alpha and Omega. Repelling Dimensions from manifesting his full might has earned you the title Star Savior. So I think this title is actually pretty cool. And then you also have the Bone Freezer. Speak to Zoturu at Shadow Point to obtain the Bone Freezer as a mount. So here I was very confused because in the raid there's not really any Bone Freezer. Maybe this is gonna be one of the lieutenants. But basically this is this mount right here. This is exactly the same appearance as the icon in the main Renown track. So this is this bug mount that you will be able to get. The only thing that I'm a little bit disappointed with is that with the Liberation of Undermine raid, we got the Mecha T-Rex, which is a very unique and really badass mount, and especially a very unique mount. And here, this is just one of the recorders of these new bug mounts that you will be able to get anyway through other sources. And it doesn't even have a special armor or anything like that. It's just a recorded version of these different bug mounts. Not even like the, for instance, vicious ones that have these different armors. So overall, I feel like this is very underwhelming for going through all the different Renowns, and I feel like not a lot of people are going to care enough to actually go up to Renown 14, 15, simply because this mount is very underwhelming overall. And finally, at Renown 15, you will have Behind Enemy Lines 5, so here increase damage and healing to 15%, and then into the Infinite, gain the ability to teleport to Manaforge Omega whenever you wish, which I think is going to be extremely useful, because it means that basically you have a new teleport to Karesh, the new zone, anytime you want. So it's going to be extremely useful to have this, especially during patch 11.2. So these are all the new things you will be able to get through this Renown track. It's probably going to work very similar to the Liberation of Undermine raid, where you will be able to unlock one Renown per week. So let me know in the comments what you think about these new rewards and about all the things linked to the raid. I will be back very soon with more guides and more videos, and in the meantime I wish you all a great day. Bye!